Silly yarny sisters socktacular Saturday. Silly yarny sisters socktacular Saturday. I've been working on my socks. I really have. I'm like in the home stretch, which has been a fun journey, but the journey is nowhere near over. Tuesday, Rainy updated us on where she's at with her crocheted socks, and she happened to mention that officially there's a patch involved. Unofficially, they haven't quite worked out the requirements, the specifications that need to be reached in order to get your patch. So I'm just gonna keep knitting and tinking on. Where am I at? Sadie, okay, that's good, girl. You're good. My sock bag. I have a big ball and a little ball. I'm worried I might not have enough yarn in the little ball, so I'm kind of really dedicating the majority of my yarn to the big ball because it might need to be switched over, which is a whole nother thing that I'm gonna have to learn because I've only ever worked with one continual ball of yarn while making socks. I've never had to change colors or add in, or I know not very much. I do know that my very first time going to an LYS, the women that were knitting asked me how I join colors or they asked me something, and I told them, I just tie a knot and keep going. As a crocheter, that's what I did, and I didn't think that there was anything wrong with that. And they gasped, oh my gosh, she's tying a knot in her yarn. So I will have to figure out how to, if I need to, take the rest of this and add it to the other. So one problem at a time. I am knitting along. This is where I'm at. This is from last time we shared that I'm here. I need to make this 1.5 inches from the end of my foot. I do have my sock ruler that I picked up at an LYS. It is Knit Kits. Socks are intended to be worn with a 10% negative ease. Measurements are shown are finished socks length, not the foot length. So size 9 in women's. I held my little foot up to the ruler, got that, flipped it over. That takes me back down to 9.5, which is interesting. And then 1.5 inches, I need to knit inch, a 1/2 inch, 1 inch. I need to knit on until I got 8 from the heel to the foot. So from the heel to where I'm currently stopping. So where am I at? All right. How am I doing? I feel like I'm getting my report card all marked up. I still got a ways to go. I don't want to like pull it to make it work, but I need to go about 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches more. We can do that. Ta-da! I've been keeping this in my purse, which has worked very well because I'll find like little moments throughout the day. I'm just going around and around and around. So it doesn't take any counting, doesn't take any attention. I could do that wherever I am. So this has been staying in my purse and I've been doing really good. Rainy happened to mention that there is a possibility that there may be a not set in stone, nothing, 2 sock requirement. 2 sets of sock requirement. 2 sets, not 2 socks. So that would be my first. And if they don't require a second, or if I'm gonna always have a pair of socks on the knitting needles, right? Like that pair sat there for like over a year waiting for me. Technically, I still had a pair of socks on the knitting needles. So there will be more socks that I knit. It might not necessarily be a requirement or anything patchworthy or anything related to that, but I will have more socks that I'm knitting. I do feel that knitted socks are far more superior than crochet socks. They fit a lot better. They have a little more wiggle room and durability. My personal preference. So I have a basket that's usually in the third shelf of the yarn cellar. And I have collected sock yarn, probably more than I should have since it takes me 1.5 years to finish those. A little Joann Fabrics Big Twist plush clip-on that I got on a clearance. So I've made watermelon socks. I over purchased, so there might be another pair of watermelon socks I could make. That was the Regia. That was good stuff. I've got some Perfect Pair. Looks like Loops and Threads. Looks like a Michaels something. Hi. Sorry. I had to shut down the whole spring atmosphere. Somebody's out there mowing their lawn. The nerve. That's what happens when you live in a neighborhood. People try to keep it looking nice. There could be watermelon socks in the future. I think I had some Michaels Loops and Threads. Oh, this was a fun one. On Your Toes, 4-plied sock yarn made with aloe vera. What? That just sounds so self-care spa therapeutic. Machine washable, made in Turkey. Knitting needles, yeah. Shade, Oh, 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon. That is incredibly important. If you want your socks to come back in the shape of a foot, you need to have a little bit of nylon, a little bit of stretch, a little bit of oomph in your socks. Those are pretty. I think I'd wear those. More of this one. So when I was buying these, I was trying to buy them in 2s. Nope, that doesn't necessarily look true at all. I don't know if one makes... See, I bought 2s. That's a pretty color. So that definitely came from Michaels. Loops and Threads. Okay, so I was buying them on clearance. I got these for $3 each. So $6 pair of socks. And then, oh my goodness. These are Hobby Lobby. I got these for $1.25 each. Well, that one's different. So I got 3 of those. Which, I mean, one of them would make one sock. I don't know. Cozy Toes. I thought it said Crazy Toes. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that would be part of the research to figure out how many I would need. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a wool. That was 99 cents at Goodwill. What is that? Sensations Bamboo and Ewe. E-W-E. Superfine merino wool, bamboo blend. So I don't know if that would have this. Oh, 30% nylon. 55% wool. 30% nylon. And then the rayon from bamboo is 15%. That would be an incredible pair of socks, wouldn't it? Oh, I want to wear those. That's a strong contender. So I only had one of these bumblebee socks. Okay. And then I've got this one. There's not even color names on here. Oh, yeah. Dancing in the Dark. Now that's a good color name, isn't it? Dancing in the Dark. What is this one? Secret Garden. Ooh. I like this one. This one's got a lot of colors in it. Glory Days. I think all of those, I think the only time I've bought sock yarn is if it was on clearance. It really had to grab to me to make me want to buy it. So these, I have no idea of the content in them. They do look like they're sock yarns. I cannot compare these to anything else with a label in the basket. So these will not be sock yarns. I I don't know. I don't know the content. I don't know what they are, but they will become something else. So I don't want those in there. Kicked out. What is this? What is this? Stroll. Fingering weight. Vintage tea gradient. Oh, it's a Knit Picks. It is 75% superwash merino wool and 25% nylon. Those would make some incredible socks, wouldn't they? Oh, how would I break down? That would be a challenge because I'd want each sock to be complementary. Wouldn't have to be the same. But if I started from the inside and then they wouldn't all have the same color. I don't know. It's beautiful. It would make an incredible sock. One. How would I make two? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Which socks would you make next? How did I even have them in the basket? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Can I put them all back kind of smashed in there? I got a nice little sock yarn stash. They've all been friends for a really long time. I didn't start any other socks for 1.5 years. So they've all been hanging out together. Who's next? Which ones would you make? I got plenty of time to think about it. I still got 2 feet portions and 2 toes to work on. And I'm going to have to watch some YouTube videos and refresh myself on the Kitchener stitch. That is a nice, strong stitch that's, it doesn't leave a ridge. It's secure and it's highly recommended for sock toes. So I'm going to have to watch some YouTube videos and make sure I'm fresh and ready to go on that Kitchener stitch. All right, friends. Thank you for hanging out with me on a Saturday. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.